Look, strategic narrative in marine companies is one of the biggest challenges that I see. I mean, if you go on almost any marine company's website and try and, figure out what they provide and how they provide it and what the value proposition is, by and large, they're all the same, right? They're very technically focused websites that talk religiously about the product and the benefits with spec sheets and everything else, but actually largely ignore the customer and what benefit that provides to the customer. There's like an assumed knowledge there of what that product will provide to you as a customer, but it's written very much in a kind of selfish way that assumed knowledge is there, and two, that's enough to convince you as a customer to buy my product, right? And nowadays, particularly in B2B discussions, that's just not enough, right? And so we have to lead with a challenger sale approach. And that means that our strategic narrative, our digital presence, our marketing, all of our communications need to be portraying the benefits of our product, why we are different to the competitors, what the benefits of our products are, and essentially give the customer that decision autonomy, right? So 83% of their decision is made before they want to speak to you, right? This is not like 10 years ago where they would go around and, Google whatever service providers, find 5 of them, email all of them to arrange a meeting. It doesn't work that way anymore, right? The majority of customers now are doing the research, they're reading about the product, they're reading about the value proposition of that company, they're reading case studies, they're looking at your LinkedIn, they're seeing that you haven't posted in 5 months, right? And that's a massive red flag and a negative for them. And they're using all that information to judge and prejudge what you can provide as a company, right? And product is a huge part of it, of course, but also they're interpreting your efforts or lack thereof of keeping your digital presence up to date as essentially a reference on your ability to provide them with a good service, right? And so 83% of the decisions made before they even reach out to you. So you can't be in this, and probably 90% of marine companies are in this trap where they're not providing enough information, either via the website, via their comms, via LinkedIn, whatever, to their customers, and therefore the customers can't really consider them as a potential supplier of the product or service that they're looking for, right? So you need to get out ahead of that. You need to really dive into value proposition. What is it we're offering? How do we strategically position that from a narrative perspective? How do we build a website around it? What are the call to actions? What do we want our customers to do? Do we want them to download something with more technical detail? Do we offer some sort of lead gen white paper that allows them to, they can sit on their desk and live there until they need to buy your service? What is it that we're doing differently versus the competition to get out ahead of them, right? If we just have a bland website with one post a week on LinkedIn proclaiming how great we are, right, that doesn't resonate with the customer. You have to tell them how we can help them and help them overcome and solve their problems. And again, going back to one of my consistent key points is we're selling products and services to people who are otherwise exceptionally busy, right? And they don't really have a whole lot of time to deal with this buying decision. And so the more streamlined you can make it for them and be reactive, right? It's like 80% increase in success if you respond to a customer within an hour, right? So why have a contact us form that goes to a random mailbox that people don't really monitor, and someone finds it 5 days later and follows up with them? You've lost that sale already, right? So Velo is all about helping businesses think differently about all these factors in your go-to-market strategy and get out ahead of the competition.